Weaver goal to left side as the Clippers skate this period left to right. They're out there, so we'll set them up for you first. Johnson on defense with Colson. Alta will center. Taylor on the right side, and Peter Hayek on the left side. And for Erie, Walker's in goal. On defense, Danielle Poulin and Greg Tevitt. And up front, Ronnie Hansis will center. Paul Sheard on the right side, and Jim Cowell, who scored the first goal of the game, on the left side. Good playoff game. Game number 5, second period, will be starting as soon as Pat Meehan drops the puck. Alter and Hansis, and Ronnie wins it back to Poulin. On the left side to Tevitt. Second period's underway. Back to Danielle, and he'll rush with it. Over the center line. Up for Hansis, he'll break in. Ronnie coming in, the shot. Weaver with a big save. Jim Weaver making a nice save right away. Baltimore's defense, that's the second time that they've been caught on that, and they're going to have to watch it. Both times Poulin sprung Ronnie Hansis right through the middle, right between both Clipper defensemen, and I'm sure Gino Brianco is concerned about that. Fortunately for Baltimore, Weaver blocked the far side of the net, didn't give Ronnie Hansis enough room to shoot. Ronnie was in too deep to deke, and maybe couldn't get the kind of shot away that he wanted, but Weaver was right there. Good save. And that only 10 seconds into the period. Had Erie scored then, it would have been something after scoring 11 seconds into the game, and then 10 there. Coaches don't like to see goals scored against them. Neither do the players that early at the start of any period or at the end of a period. Hansis breaking up Weaver to the side of the net. Now the puck comes loose right side to Alter. Blocked by Hansis. Comes out of the zone. Cowell looking for Hansis. It's blocked. It comes back to Cowell off his stick to Tevitt. Truck flipping it up for Ronnie Hansis. Ronnie flips it in. Tied up by Spencer. Around the boards, Charcha. Far side, flips it around the dasher. Hayek keeps it. Now looks for it. Charcha there. Sheard will fire it around the glass up high, coming down to the near side. Cowell looking. Tevitt also there, but it's taken off his stick. Here's a break. Alter with Taylor. Alter on the right side of the circle. Shot sticked away by Walker. Didn't see where the rebound went. Fortunately for him, it came to the right corner. Now behind the net. Poulin upended. Penalty coming up on Peter Hayek. Walker trying to go to the bench, but Spencer got a piece of it in possession. Hayek will go off for hooking Danielle Poulin. Face-off will be back in the Erie zone, or just outside the Erie zone. I don't think Meehan called that penalty right away. It looked like maybe the crowd influenced them just a little bit to call that hooking penalty. Didn't seem like it was an instantaneous judgment. Hooking at the 57-second mark. So the Blades on the power play, they've scored at an efficiency rating against Baltimore of 40%, not counting tonight. Off the draw, Poulin. Left side to Tevitt. Hayek off for hooking at 57 seconds. This is Truck. Right side to Poulin. Danny over the Clipper line. Goes to the right circle. Now in the corner. Fires it around the dasher out to Tevitt at the left point. He drills a high shot. Everybody ducks. It goes around the boards and into the seats out of play. They're going to mark the face-off outside the line. Tevitt's shot didn't have just Weaver ducking. No way for Gullison to tip that one by, unless it went off his head. And he wouldn't have been around to see it go in. Rhinus went Pacific for the next face-off outside the Clipper blue line. 2-1. Erie on top. 18:44 still to go. And this is the second period. It bounces back out of the Clipper zone. Doug Johnson flips it around to the near side. Gellison's going to beat everybody to it. Nobody else for Baltimore there. Stan gives out to Tevitt. Left circle. He holds. Comes back out toward the left point. Truck wheeling. Now to the left circle of Brad Rhinison deep. Over to Lynn. They fake the give and go. Now Lynn right out in front. Save. Rebound off the goal post. Gullison shot it wide. Stan going for the rebound left side with Pacific. Paul fires it around the boards to the far wing. Poulin keeping it in. Fires it back the other way. Gullison after it in the left corner. Stan holding. Bruce Lynn came ever so close seconds ago. Gullison to Lynn. Now Gullison cuts for the net. But Lynn hits the point man Tevitt. Truck looking. Intercepted by Meredith. Rhinus was free. Here's Meredith with 55 seconds left in the power play. Meredith cutting toward the slot. Gives him the left corner to Pacific. Paul tied up by Poulin. Rhinus in there. It's kicked loose and Brad will take it. Rhinus starting back. 43 seconds left in the power play. Rhino bringing it up by Doug Johnson, right side to Lynn. He's upended by Pacific. Lynn in the corner with Doug Johnson. Rhinus helping. It goes loose behind the net. Rhinus and Lynn still working. Linder backhands it out right point. Poulin will hold. fakes. Right circle to Bruce Lynn. He goes with it. In motion, looks, now passes right circle. Brad Reines will hold it. Gulletson and Lang getting 6 high in front of the net. Here's Reines to Lynn in front. Loses. Gulletson shooting. Save. Rebound. Underneath Weaver. And a score. Reines. And they may argue that. Lang is going to get a misconduct. And he just took a shove at the linesman. Reines is going to get it. 3-1 Erie. And Lang is really hot. He's going on for shoving a linesman. The pass went from the right side. Bruce Lynn got it. And it was Lynn getting it from Reines. Lynn tried to shoot it. He was tied up. It went to Gulletson. Then the shot was taken by, I think it was Stan, and then it was stopped in front. It went a little bit loose. I thought it was underneath Weaver, but there was no whistle, and Meehan was in good position, so he had to see the puck. Weaver didn't argue, so he knew that he didn't have it apparently, but Lang did. Brad Reines will score a goal, and for Brad, a big score. Reines will get it, his second goal of the playoffs. Gulletson and Lynn will assist as Dornsive and Young battle. It goes to Cote over the line. Flipped into the Clipper zone. Around the boards the other side. Now for Warren Young. Broken up by Dornsive. Lang's got a penalty. They're announcing it. Here's Priest to blast. Nice kick out save by Walker. 10 minute misconduct on Lang. Time of the penalty, 2:49. Or 2:43, same time as the score. We'll recap it for you in just a moment. Puck in the Erie zone, loose. Warren Young turns it back to the right corner. Herbst and Walker go for it, carries out of the net. And Herbst and Walker tie up, and James is right there in between them. Here's the way that goal is scored. Reines from Gulletson and Linden, 2:43. It looked like on Gulletson's shot that it was underneath Weaver, but Meehan was camped to his left side and must have seen that puck because he didn't blow play dead. Now Tevin and Poulin come back out. Erie leading 3-1, and Reines' second goal of the playoffs. Brad's got a pile of assists, 10 of them, but only the 2 scores. Face off to Walker's left. Warren Young with Lundin, but Cote was moving, so they'll try to drop it again. Off the draw. It goes out right side. Spencer fires and a score off Dave Herbst. Dave Herbst will get it from Spencer. It deflected off of the lower portion of Herbst's body and into the net. So Baltimore gets one right back. It's 3-2. Dave Herbst is going to get credit for that score. It last went in off of him and it completely changed direction. Herbst will get it his second goal of the playoffs. They all count. And that one may not have been artistic, but it does count. So Herbst gets Baltimore right back in, within one now, 3-2. Here's Herbst, starting back, over the center line now, brings it over the Erie line, blocked by Poulin. Here's Danny, gives to Cote, still rushing, brings it over the Baltimore line. Going wide on Spencer, Spencer checks into the boards, takes him down, puck going loose. Cote losing the helmet, it goes behind the net to Lundin, centers it out, here's Tevin, in the slot, has Weaver out, score! From Cote and Lundin, Greg Tevin, 11th goal of the playoffs, it's 4-2. Got to give Cote a lot of credit for that. He took a hard check by Spencer and stayed right with it. Never backed down, and the puck went around the board. Spencer was out of position after taking Cote out. It went to Lundin, and he centered it. Tevin walked in from the left point where he got the pass. Came in, Weaver was way out. Tevin got the top right-hand corner. Nice play as he deked Weaver right out. Play back on to the Erie zone. Now it's James. Erie leading 4-2, up for Cowell. Cowell inside a spring shirt. It's too far on the indicated ice, and Weaver waved it off. Sheared behind the net in front. Off a skate. Cowell will look for it in the left corner. Throws it out. Dornsive stopped by Weaver at the side of the net. The whistle blows. 4-2 Erie, 15:34 to go. On Herbst's goal, It was Spencer and Young at 3:31. And then at 3:59, which is 28 seconds later, Tevitt from Lundin and Cote. I see Pat Meehan skating over to the penalty box, and he's got something. I look down to do a little bit of a recap. He's got somebody else, I think, going off for mouthing off a little bit. We'll have to wait and see what the call is going to be about. He skated over by the penalty box. Maybe it's going to be Barry Alter. Let's wait and see. I looked to see if Lang was still talking, but apparently it wasn't him because Meehan pointed at someone on the ice. Now maybe Weaver said something. I was looking down to see about the recap of the scoring when I heard Meehan blow the whistle and skate to the penalty box. So they're going to make another announcement. We'll wait for it. John Leisling of WLKK in the penalty box, and he'll be doing those honors. Let's see. It is on Weaver. 10-minute misconduct on Jim Weaver. Sure, it's going to have to be served by somebody who was on the ice at the time. But they're sending Gogol out. And I'm sure they can't start that. They did that the other time. People don't like Gogol here anyway, so they're going to hoot and holler at him. However, has to be somebody who was on the ice at the time. At least it is with all of the other goaltending penalties. Pat Meehan saying, let's get going. And that's what he's doing. Gogol has to go back. I don't know why Gogol's arguing it. It is in the book. It's got to be somebody on the ice at the time. So, Meehan coming over to Barry Alter. Actually, what he should do is give Baltimore a delay of game if they keep it out, because it's been a while since the whistle blowing a penalty. 15 minutes and 34 seconds still.
Erie Radio's fastest growing station is WLKK Erie.
Is that when they were ahead by one score and gave one up, they were able to come back. By the same token, when they lost their lead of 2 and it went down to 1, they got one right back again. Now Hack is going to the box. I don't remember if he was out there or not. But now it's verified that he was out there at the time. So he'll have to sit out. Baltimore doesn't have that much depth because of their injuries to have players out for 10 minutes. And they have 2 of them. Face-off will be to the left side of Weaver. A 4-2 Erie lead. Hampton, Sheeran, Cowell, James at front side for Erie. All set for the face-off to Weaver's left. Off the draw. Picked up. Colson. Now looking to start back up ice. Colson right side to Doug Johnson. Johnson flipping it deep into the Erie zone. It takes a bounce wide of Walker. Shirt double team. Dornstein trying to poke it loose. Shirt now gets it himself. Paul bothered by the stick checking of Barry Alter. Shirt leaves it off now for James. Back for Shirt. Paul dumping it off the boards. Icing's indicated. Johnson will get it before there. Johnson now broken up by Shirt. Good play, but it's Colson getting it back. Flipping it up high. This one, should be an icing. Now the linesman putting his hand up for it. Kevin makes the touch and play. We'll come all the way back to the other side. Face-off will be back in the Baltimore Clippers zone. A 4-2 Erie lead after one. It was 2-1 Erie. And in this period, Rhinus and Kevin have scored for Erie. Dave Herbst for Baltimore. Dave Lundeen out now to take this draw. Lundeen coming in for the next face-off. Gullison left and Lynn on the right side. Pull on and Kevin on defense. Face-off to Weaver's left. Off the draw, Lundeen battling, taken down, tripped up by Young. Picked up by the Clippers and they start back. Ronnie Freese. Late pass cut off by Pullon. Now Young looks for it. Gullison is there, trying to buy Herbst. Stan flips it into the Baltimore zone. Now it's Spencer. Passing, Lynn blocks that. It goes loose to the near side. Spencer flipping it. Gullison keeping it in. Looking for Kevin left point. High shot wide of the net. Picked up by Ron Freese to the far side. Freese leaving it off to Charcha. Blocked by Rhinus. It goes back the other way. Pull on. Up for Kevin. Suck starting back. Has Rhinus with him. Kevin makes the 60-footer. Now holds. Looks off the gloved hand of a Clipper in front. Now Young picks it up. Warren Young off the boards to Ron Freese against Pullon. He pokes it around him. Freese will go after it. Ron Freese behind Kerry Walker. Throws it out in front. Overskated by Baltimore, but picked up now by Charcha. Off his stick. Freese shoots the long one. Blocked. Rebound loose in front. And Pullon got a piece of that. Danny around the boards as he's bumped by Herbst. Shot the other way now by Ron Freese off the boards. Kevin will start back. Herbst right on him. Now up for Gullison. Poked off his stick. Here's a break. Walker can't come out. Freese taken down. A good penalty, though. Had no choice but to upend Ron Freese, and here's the call. Hooking on Erie's Danielle Pullon. With this break in action, the score 4-2. Erie, let's pause 30 seconds for this brief timeout.
The King's Closet holds a ransom of outstanding men's fashions. Over 700 golf and sports shirts are in stock by Munsingwear and Arnie Palmer. And in all their crowning glory, the King's Closet proudly announces that they now have sporting goods. The best selection of running shoes in the entire area, including Nike, Brooks, Adidas, and more. Get the royal treatment. Stop into the King's Closet where their winter clearance continues at 111 West Main in Northeast in the Golden Dawn Plaza.
Back in the live action. Blades short-handed. Off the draw, Dornside checked down by Pacific, and the puck's underneath him. There'll be a face-off coming up. Pull on for hooking at 6 minutes and 26 seconds of the second period. Erie would like to get, if they can, at least a 3-goal lead. Then it would be a lot safer. When you have a 2-goal lead, the opposition scores, it's down to 1, and anything could happen. Witness that one by Herbst. The went in right up his ankles. Off the draw, Dornside getting it. Dorney blasts one around the board. Shearer trying to help it go out. He either screened it or got a piece of it. In any event, it's back down ice. Charcha on the left side of Pacific. Up now to the breaking Barry Alter. Across the blade line. Drops it off for Kim Spencer. Right circle he fakes. In front, tip, save, Walker. Change direction, he covers up. Alter. Change the direction of it. Pacific was in front too, but Walker was right there. 13 minutes and 6 seconds to play in the second period. With Erie Blades leading by a score of 4-2, they're a man down. Walker thriving under pressure. Alter with Hansis for the face-off. 2 right-handers. Off the draw, Clippers get it. Spencer from Taylor back to Taylor. In the steep slot, Thomas taken down by Sheard. Puck loose and Charcha will get it. Charcha holds right side point to Spencer. The drive. Arm pad saved by Walker. Sheard after it. Fan in the attempted clear, but it went off Alter's stick out of the zone. Barry Alter. Poke checked away by Hansis. Ronnie with that long reach. Here's Spencer. Right side of the ice against Hansis. Up for Taylor. Over the Erie line. Right side circle. Taylor. Flipping it around the boards. Behind the net it goes. Dug out by Alter. Out left point. This is Charcha shooting off the left skate of Walker. 54 seconds left in the power play. Taylor from Spencer. Henry holding it. Back to Kim Spencer. Looking for a screen in front. Takes the drive. Knocked down by the left pad of Walker. Taylor in the rebound. Taylor again. Out to the left side, Charcha fakes. Now to Spencer, 60 feet, blocked by Sheard. Sheard and Spencer battle. Sheard's second effort clears. Blades need a change on the fly. Lind out there for Sheard. Dornsife and Tevitt stay. Here's a rush with Young. 22 seconds left on the power play. Young right side off the boards. Right point to Johnson. Left side, Charcha, the drive up too high. To the near side. In the corner, it's Warren Young. Looking to center it out. Young holding far corner. Still with it. Goes to the left circle. Freewheeling right side. The point man Johnson. Skate save Walker. Rebounded out to the left circle. Charcha. Centering it. It's blocked. Pullout's penalties over. Meredith deking on Lind. Cutting in front, and Thomas and Poulon came right out. Poke checks it away. Here's Danny on the fly. Right wing side with Hansis. 50-footer steered away by Weaver. Charcha picks it off now to Thomas. He flips it off the boards, and Dornsife will get it. Dorney in the neutral zone just fires it back in. A bouncer wide of Weaver. Icing is indicated. Johnson touches, and the icing call will bring the face-off all the way back to the Erie Blade zone. 4-2 Erie leading. Second period, 11:09 still to play. Game 5 of the best of 7 championship series. The winner getting the John Mitchell Cup. Face off to Walker's right side when play continues. Poulon and Tevitt on defense. Lundin will center. Cote left side. Hamilton on the right side. Blades received a few cuts in Baltimore. Cote cut his mouth, and Cowell did the same off their respective teammates' sticks, quite by accident. Their own team. Off the draw, second effort from Lundin. Poke loose. Now Lundin will get it back on the third try over to Cote. Still looks for Hamilton. Broken up by Colson. Off the boards, back the other way. Lundin gets a piece of that. Now it's Tevitt. Brings it back as he dumped it in. Hamilton just got back onside as he was almost trapped in the zone. This is Doug Johnson for Baltimore. On the far wing side to Wes Colson. Colson skating back over the center line. Dumps it in wide of Kerry Walker. Walker will leave it now for Tevitt. Truck to Lundin. Dave Lundin is blocked. It goes to Poulon up for Cote. Intercepted Herbst to Paul Pacific. Deep into the corner. Truck will get there first, and Tevitt looks to come back with 10:28 to go in the period. Up for Lundin. Set back in by Doug Johnson. Delayed offside. Poulon now to Tevitt. And the offside will be waved off as Truck fires it the other way. Knocked off the glove hand of Priest, and it's a hand pass. Called on Baltimore. 10:16 to go. Period number 2 from the Erie County Fieldhouse before a sold-out crowd. Blades are leading by a score of 4-2. Cowell first for Erie, then Taylor scored for Baltimore. Hansis for Erie in the opening period, then Reines, followed by Herbst, followed by Tevitt. Those are the scores in that particular order. Set for the draw, Barry Alter and Brad Reines. Off the draw, Poulon will get it. Danny up for Brad Reines, bumped off the puck by Charcha. They both go down. Back on the right side, here's Taylor breaking. Henry Taylor over the line, screen shot. Walker's got that. Kerry fires it off the near wing boards. Gulletson after it. Stan chasing it, looks for it as he was slowed down. Spencer kept it in, they say. Spencer shooting it, but Walker got some help from Daniel Poulon, who clears it. Around the boards, far side for Lind. Thomas on him. Linder breaking free. Cross-ice pass off Reines' skates. It goes back into the Clippers zone. Weaver's out of the net. Weaver flips it around the boards, far side to Charcha. His pass now to Thomas, to the breaking Barry Alter. Over the center line, Alter dumps it off now to Thomas. Lind going with him. Lind, good check. Taylor keeps it in. Around the boards, Thomas. Out at the point, Charcha wasn't there all the way back. All the way back to the Erie's, to the Clipper zone. Reines chasing Spencer off the boards. Gulletson trying to intercept it, comes all the way back the other way into the Erie zone. Dornsife will chase it down. They've waved off icing. Dorney off the boards, but Meredith's right there. Meredith keeps it in. Now it's taken away. Dornsife looking to rush back with Sheard and Gulletson. Pass off Sheard's skate and back into the Clipper zone, Doug Johnson. Gulletson trying to line him up. It comes around to the right side from Meredith. John Meredith pokes it ahead. Blocked by Sheard. Now it's Young. Bumped by Ronnie Hansis. A hard check right by the Baltimore bench. Puck coming back into the Clipper zone. Hansis with a solid hit on Young. Now Hansis blocks it in the Clipper zone. Sheard holding to Hansis. Cowell breaks for it. It goes around the boards. Cowell Taken out of the play by Johnson. Now it's Young. Ran behind the net from Sheard. Puck loose, and now the Clippers take over. Colson up ice to Warren Young. He'll break with it over the center line. Young fakes the shot, brings it over the line. Drop pass, Freeze, shooting it, but it went wide. Walker got a piece of it when it went wide, and he leaves it now for Ronnie Hansis. 8:20 to go in the second. Erie up by 2 scores, 4-2. Ron Hansis over the center line. Dumps it in. Weaver sticks it away. Cowell after it. Jim Cowell right out in front. Stop Weaver. Short side. Good play. Doug Johnson trying to clear it. It does to John Meredith. 2-on-2 over the Erie line. Meredith crisscrossing. Drop pass. Freeze. Good shot, but it just went wide. Good chance. Cowell will get it. Right wing pass for Sheard too far. Colson on it. Blades are going to change here on the fly. Lundin with Cote and Hamilton. Here's Colson on the far side. Shooting it into the Erie zone. Walker slows it down. Leaves it for Greg Tevitt. On the left side, the pass for Cote. Poke checked ahead. Hamilton busting for it, but he won't get there. Lundin will. Lundin over the line. Leads Cote. Walks in. Save Weaver with the left pad. Lundin keeps it in. It trickles, and Weaver's got it. Good play all around. Cote. And Jim Weaver came up big once again. And that's where the goaltender has to help you. If he didn't stop that, it's a 3-goal lead for Erie, and maybe, just maybe, too much. But as it stands, if Weaver can keep Erie from getting a 3-goal lead, then anytime Baltimore scores, it goes to within 1. Face-off will be to Weaver's right side. Cote in a nice setup. Getting a nice feed from Lundin. Blades are happy to have John Mitchell, whom the Cup is named after, in attendance tonight. They would like for him to present it. Of course, Erie has to win first. But we're very pleased to have John Mitchell, a legend in hockey, a living legend, with us here tonight. Here's Herbst, moving the puck the other way. Over the center line, now over the Erie line, dancing, shooting, but it's blocked by Tevitt. Broken stick. Walker pounces on it at the side of the net. Play is stopped. 7 minutes, 16 seconds to play in this, the second period, with Erie leading 4-2. That broken stick of Herbst goes to the penalty box. Compliments of Kenny Vokak. Face off to the right side of Erie Blades goaltender Kerry Walker. Lundin and Alter, ex-teammates in Baltimore, for the face-off. Off the draw, Charcha fires. It's going wide. Out to the near side, Lang, whose penalty expired at the last whistle, loses, and now it's Hamilton right side. Clark over the Clipper line, drop past Lundin. He fans on a pass for Cote. He still almost blocked it back, but here's Alter. 2-on-2. Barry Alter, right wing side, drops it off. Taylor couldn't shoot it. Taylor slowed down, fires it around the board's far side. Hamilton there, now Lundin there, but it's kept in nicely by Alter. Intercepted. Here's Tevitt. Skating with it, over the center line. Truck still with it, brings it over the line, dumps it on the backhander into the near corner. Jerry Charcha fakes the blast, had Cote faked out, goes to the near side, carefully passes it up for Alter in the middle. Barry Alter over the Erie line, drop pass to Herbst. Herbst shooting it just wide, out to the near side, point Lang will fire. It's blocked by Lundin, right to Taylor, shot, stopped at the short side by Walker. Baltimore almost got another good break that time in Erie zone on a deflection, as it deflected right to Taylor. 6 minutes and 27 seconds still to play in this, the second period, and Erie leads by a score of 4-2. Face-off will be to Walker's glove side as soon as play resumes. Here's Hansis for the draw with Paul Pacific. Won by Baltimore, but it was shot wide by Meredith. On the right side, Poulin checking into Thomas. Now Pacific's in there, and the whistle blows. Will be a face-off coming up. Face-off to the right side of Walker. Poulin stays out in defense along with Dave Dornsife, but what you might be seeing now, you might start to see Erie go with 3 defensemen for the rest of the game. You may. It looks it with Dornsife there. Off the draw, shot sticked away by Walker off Colson. Poulin to Lynn. Bruce to Hansis. Ronnie leads for Gullinson too far. Banged off the boards, back out of the zone. Now Dornsife checking into his man, Meredith. Meredith gave him a stick back. Back over the Erie line comes Thomas. Thomas off to the left point. Colson, the drive, kicked out by Walker. It's underneath. Hansis taken away now by Poulon. Left side of Gullison. Stan on the right wing side for Lynn, too far. Picked up by Colson, off the boards, intercepted. Ron Hansis brings it back. Nice dig over the Clipper line, still with it, right circle shot. Lands way up into the air. Weaver gloves it now, leaves it off. Poke check right out in front, north side. The shot is blocked, and that hurt John Meredith. Clippers made a costly turnover that almost was tragic for them in their own zone. Pacific clearing it, but Dornside knocks it down. Dorney, right side to Lynn. Bruce Lynn fires it in. Around the board to the right side for Doug Johnson. He clears it up. Dornside back with it. Waits for everybody to come out right side to Lynn. Linder to Reines. It's behind him, but Gullison picks it up. Stan with the brakes on. Dumps it to the left corner. Reines on it. Brad, nice play to Lynn in motion. Lynn out to the right point. Pull on. Rolling puck shot way up, and that goes into the crowd. And that stung. That really stung the particular person who caught that. Stings goaltenders when they stop it, they wear gloves. Somebody's going to remember that shot. Face-off will be inside the Baltimore blue line. 5:07 to play in the second period, with Erie leading by a score of 4-2. Lundeen will center. Sheared right, Cowell left. Blades are changing lines somewhat. And we'll know in the next shift if they're going to be staying with three defensemen. Maybe using Val James on the left wing, we'll see. Lundeen for the draw. And off the draw. Taken over in the near side. Spencer losing it. Now it's back to Tevitt. Truck flips it in. Bouncing wide of Jim Weaver. Picked up by Jerry Charcha. He'll wait behind Weaver. On the left side. Now to the right side. Hayek, whose 10-minute misconduct's also over, obviously. Breaks back. Over the Erie line, walking in. Backhander went wide with the one hand on the stick as Tevitt forced him wide. Here's Lundeen from Poulon. Lundy, lead pass to the busting Cowell, goes all the way in on Weaver. Weaver pokes it around to the near side. Now around Freest has it. Freest almost broken up. Spencer will get it. Left side to Charcha. 4.5 to go in the second period. Poulon knocking it down. Flips it over to the near side boards. Cowell picks it up. Jim Cowell over the center line. Fakes. 70-footer sticked away by Jim Weaver. Cowell to the bench for a line change. Cote. Lead pass the other way. Clippers. Warren Young. By Hansis. Right side to Freest. Now back to Young off a deflection, but Cote pokes it out. A race for the puck. Sylvain racing. Charcha there. Double team by Cote and Hansis. Cote staying right with him. Digs it out. Cote bump with a high stick from Spencer. Players getting into it in that corner. No whistle yet. And now the whistle stops play. It'll be a face-off coming up. So Cote and Spencer battled for that puck. Stayed right there with it, both of them. Three minutes, 52 seconds remaining. Second period. And Erie Blades are leading over the Baltimore Clippers by a score of 4-2. Face off to Weaver's right side. And now Cowell comes on for Cote. With Lundeen and Hamilton. Off the draw. It's sent into the right corner. Hamilton flipping it. He's checked on the play. It's going from Alter, right side of the ice, to Doug Johnson. He dumps it out. Dornside chasing it. Tevitt on it as well. Truck with it. Erie now is going with the three defensemen. Cowell checked by Barry Alter. Now it's Lang. Keeping it on in the Erie zone. Walker steers it out for Tevitt. Truck flipping it. That's going into the crowd. Somebody else gets a souvenir. Face-off coming up. And let's see, they're going to mark it outside the Erie Blades blue line. Craig Tevitt and Dave Lundeen talking it up a little on the ice. 3 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the second period. Erie leading 4-2. Here's Lang. Dumping it in, but Tevitt's right there. Truck holding. Flipping it right back the other way. Doug Johnson will chase it. Johnson in his own zone. Holding, waiting behind Weaver. Starts back, blocked by Hamilton in front of the net. Goes out to the point. Cowell keeps it in. Tied up by Alter, flipped off the boards. Cowell coming back with it. Now he and Alter got sticks up a little high. Tevitt Goes right side, now to Dornside. Dorney brings it over the center line by out there, brings it over the Clipper line. Dornside dumps it in the corner for Hamilton. Weaver's out of the net. Around the boards to Johnson. He's broken up. Now Cowell flips it around. All the way back to the far side. Lundeen checking into Dave Herbst. Cowell right out in front. It's loose. Hamilton. Score! From Cowell and Lundeen. 5-2 Erie. That may turn out to be the biggest goal of the night. Good work by Lundeen, who ran into Dave Herbst, and then Jim Cowell. And it was centered right out in front. Looked like it deflected off a stick right to Hamilton, and Clarkey got the short side. And for Clark Hamilton, goal number 6 in the playoffs. Erie leads 5-2. Time of the Erie score, 17-14. Hamilton from Cowell and Lundeen. Clark's 6th goal of the playoffs. There'll be a face-off coming up, but Jim Weaver, surprisingly, has been pulled by Gino Briacco for young Jay O'Connor, whose dad is here in the building watching tonight's game. Now it's Spencer clearing it back the other way. Dornside up for Bruce Lynn. Now to Pacific. On the far side to Colson. 2.5 to go as it's dumped into the Erie zone. Walker leaves it off. Now it's Poulon. Broken up by Pacific. A second try. Hits Lynn up to Rhinus. Gullitson breaking. Rhino cutting. Brings it over the Clipper line. Looks for Stan right side. Hits him off his stick. Loose in the slot. Now Gullitson will pick it right back up. Out to Poulon. Now to Gullitson in motion. His pass broken up by Spencer. Blades really do well when they're in motion, passing that puck and moving around in circles. They picked up a lot of that from the Russians. Walker's out of the net. Flips it around the boards down to Gullitson. Back in the Erie zone. Meredith kicks it wide, but now Gullitson picks it back up. Blocked by an ex-teammate and roommate, Pacific, but it goes free to Rhinus. Brad will bring it back up ice. Rhino across the line of Baltimore. It deflects off Thomas to Colson. He starts back. Taken down by Rhinus and Gullitson. Gullitson flipping it right back to the other side. Danielle Poulon back in the Erie zone. Now it's Tebbett. Holding for Erie. Flips it right to Paul Pacific. Cowell helps out. Now Tebbett bangs it right back the other way toward the Clipper zone. 1:27 to go. Second period. Erie up 5-2. Dumped down the length of the ice. There's going to be an icing called. As it's touched by Tebbett, the icing is made. Face-off coming up. Now Hayek looked like he wanted to say something to Bruce Lynn, but Poulon got in between. Blades making a change now. 1:20 to go in the second period, with Erie leading 5-2. Can't argue with Gino Briacco's strategy. Weaver was being beaten 5-2. He made some great saves. But when you're down, and if they lose this game, the series is over. You've got to make changes. I don't think anybody could second guess him on this. And O'Connor is the guy going in. Set for the face-off. Off the draw. Near side, Cowell to Tebbett. He fires up high and just over O'Connor. Now on the far wing side. 3 players jamming for it, make it 4. No whistle yet, the puck's still moving. And now it's tied up to be a face-off coming up as players get a little close to that corner. Face-off will be coming up in the Baltimore Clipper zone. But Jim Weaver has been pulled from the nets. And Jay O'Connor goes in. Off the draw, it goes near side. Ron Freese passing it. Freese will get it. Less than a minute to go in the period. Here's Ron Freese, an exceptionally nice ending for the Blades in this period if they can maintain the 3-goal lead. Here's Tebbett. Now to Ron Hansis. Left side, Cowell breaking. Jimmy over the Clipper line to Hansis off his stick. Now Lang bangs it off the boards. Freese will stop it with a shoulder. And Ron Freese will come back. He's had a good series. Freese off the boards back into the Erie zone. Walker slows it down. Dave Dornside will get it. 34 seconds left in the period. Up for Hansis, too far. All the way back the other way into the Clipper zone as Hansis and Lang exchange looks. Lang had the stick out. Here's Tebbett leaving it. Cote dumps it. Icing was waved off as soon as O'Connor touched it. And now the Clippers will start out again. Charcha. 15 seconds left. period number 2. This is Dave Herbst coming back. 70-footer, way up high and off the glass. You can hear it bang from all the way up here. Cote lost it. Herbst centers it out. Kept in charge and taken down. Penalty coming up on Erie. Lang shooting it. Walker gloved it, coming out at the buzzer. Big save for Carey. He was coming out to challenge all the way and had that shot been maybe a little bit higher, or even, for that matter, a little bit lower, might have been a Baltimore score. When the next period starts, there's going to be a penalty coming up on the Erie Blades, so Baltimore will start the third and final period with a man advantage. So, again, we have one commercial made good for you. We will be returning to the Erie County Fieldhouse with more of tonight's championship hockey coverage, with Erie Blades on top by a score of 5-2. Back after we pause 90 seconds for these messages.